We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Los Angeles Chargers. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. McKenzie now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Rodgers. He'll get that to Amir Smith-Marset. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard for the Chargers. Very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
He's got the hookup with Dobbs. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
I would say just add that one to the total of big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. Herbert operating from the red zone. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. On the option, here's Eckler. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. We're scoreless after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a third down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 60. And the Chargers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. So this has been a pretty strong start to the year for him on the ground, CD. It's just week 3. That's already 5 rushing touchdowns.
And you know he's got big grins on their faces besides the rest of the team. The strength and conditioning program, because he was awfully dedicated to what they put in front of him to get ready for this year. Got himself into terrific shape, and he's dominated here early on.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. He'll find Aguara complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Here's Rodgers. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now Rodgers. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, after the first quarter was just complete disaster for them, everything has flipped. I mean, it's 180 degrees in the other direction now here in quarter two.
Championship effort right there. How about them marching almost the length of the field, coming through on their final opportunity to get the win? This is one that this team will remember forever, as well as their fans.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Running on first down, Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 23. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here taken in by Gesicki. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Rodgers. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
On play action, Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Throwing is Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Herbert now. That is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter.
Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. Herbert on 1st down now. That one complete to Hill. Touchdown, LA! A big play there. 75 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it is 28-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
McKenzie get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. And that's try to come back from a
a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers drops it to Jones in the flat.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And the Packers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Jones not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Working from the gun, Rodgers.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Rosa's kick is good, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Herbert. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rodgers now after the sack. He'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Herbert off of play action. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Herbert. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home?
I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. We have played 3 quarters.